Now, the next trait I want to discuss here, the bad value is always being right attitude. Means as if you are thinking you are always right. Whatever you think, whatever you do, whatever you assume, whatever you decide, I mean, you always think that you are right. And it is a very wrong attitude. Okay, that's a very bad value. So we are human beings and we are not perfect. We will always make mistakes. Even if you will practice a lot, not 100% you will be correct. Okay, so you should plant this idea of having this kind of attitude that we are not perfect. Okay, we can make mistakes. Then with this attitude, you will restrict yourself to new information and different perspective. Okay, you will miss out important information, or you will not be able to see a different perspective towards a problem or towards a situation if you'll have this kind of attitude. Okay, if you prioritize this attitude, uh, and sometimes it makes you arrogant because you want to, means like, prove that you are right to others, and that will give an impression of arrogance on others, which is not correct. You might be wrong. Okay, you have to accept that. Then sometimes people put this attitude of being right always because they don't want to be shameful of being wrong. Sometimes we don't stand up and answer to the question of teachers just because we feel shame. If we will be wrong, then what will happen? So this is one example I am giving. So same thing can happen with in a conversation as well. Means you are conversating with one guy, and you are badly trying to prove that you are right on some point, just because you are scared that if you will be wrong, what the other guy will be thinking. Okay, so fear of shame is one of the uh, reason I feel people put this kind of attitude. Okay, so what the solution can be? The solution can be having the attitude of learning from mistakes. Because if you will have an attitude of being right as well as wrong, then in case you are wrong, have an attitude of learning from mistakes. Okay, if you have made any mistakes, then learn from it. Don't be in a state that you are always right. And that will stop your growth as well if you won't learn from mistakes. Have an attitude, plant this idea in your head that you don't know a lot of things about lot of things. Okay, I mean, if you are a let's say a car driver, you may not be knowing about the space. Okay, space rocket, space 3 or something. um, Being an astronaut, how can you land up in moon, these things you won't know, right? Means like, there are a lot of things in this world that you are not aware of, hence you can't be right all the time. Okay, have this idea in your head. And then in third point I would suggest is, if you will have this kind of attitudes or attitude of uh, right or as well as wrong, then people can connect with you more, because they will think you know the difference between right and wrong, when you are right, when you are wrong. So people can communicate and connect with you, that you are ready to learn, you are ready to share information. Means like, it's more of a communication skill it will become. Okay, so be ready to learn from others, learn from your mistakes. And always, means like, even if you are right, then you should think why you are right. List down the reasons. Okay, and these things will help you building this attitude of right as well as wrong. Okay, so it never works being always right. Okay, so yeah, this was the bad value you should not promote or prioritize in your life. Let's look at the next one.